Well, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, 21st of October. I'm not going to tell you the weather today. It's overcast again. But I'm going to make a coffee like I always do. So let's get into it. Let's get into a coffee. Last night, it was bin night for us. And Tuesday night's bin night, so we did all that. But one thing, I wasn't here, we weren't here in Australia when that first lockdown, certainly in Melbourne when that first lockdown happened. And one of the things was everyone was getting dressed up for bin night. I remember seeing pictures of that and videos of that, getting fancy dressing, just putting their bins out. We weren't here when that happened, and so, one, we missed all of that. Secondly, I'm looking at it going, what on earth was going on? What started that? Was there someone, did I miss something? Because we missed all that sort of stuff. So I don't know initially how that started, but secondly, did you actually participate? Did you get dressed up? Did you do a video? Did you just do something crazy just to put the bins out? When I went out last night, there was no one doing it last night. So I don't know what's happened with it. Maybe everyone's over it. Hey, just a quick thing before I forget. You may have noticed that my brew times have been slightly shorter, around the 23, 24 sort of time, the last couple of days. I don't know whether I mentioned this. I may have mentioned it, but something inside me says that maybe I didn't. Normally my brew ratio was about a 1 to 2.5, and I mentioned that sort of in, way back at the start, that I sort of use a little bit more liquid, and so I normally do about a 1 to 2.5. I've actually changed that at the moment to about a 1 to 2 ratio. So it's a little bit less liquid going in, so it's a little bit quicker. And that's really, for this style, anywhere from about 1 to 1.5 to 1 to 2.5 is sort of where you would sort of land one of these espressos. But that's what I'm doing at the moment. So if you wondered why it's sort of a little bit shorter, that's because I'm actually, not getting as much through. Anyway, back to what we're talking about while I'm waiting for this steam to happen. Did you get dressed up? And I thought, maybe, what would I have dressed up as? I have no idea. And then I started thinking, where did you get all the costumes from? Because surely all the costume shops weren't open, or did you just make them up yourself? Or was, the reject shop still open like it is now, and you could go and get costumes from there? Anyway, did you take part in that? We missed all that. But I was a bit, wondering, where did that start? And why did it start? I know it wasn't much to do. I don't know what I would have dressed up as. So back to the coffee. Yeah, so I'm at a 1 to 2 ratio at the moment, sorry, instead of 1 to 2.5. 1 to 2.5 is sort of where I prefer, when I'm doing a coffee. That's sort of my preferred sort of ratio. But I've just cut this down a little bit. I did two things actually. I'm trying not to do two things at once, but I've made two subtle little changes. One on the ratio, but also I just earlier this week made the grind just that little bit finer. So I've done two little changes. And I might even go slightly finer on the grind. Still not sure on that. I'm still sort of going by taste. One thing, going finer on the grind, you end up getting more surface area of the coffee. It gets denser, so it takes longer. It can take longer for the water to actually infuse through it. But you get greater surface area, so you're going to extract more coffee. And so you're sort of trying to balance all those things for taste. Anyway, I went slightly finer, only slightly finer, and I've gone to a 1.2 ratio. just for a little bit of a difference to see how it changes the taste and just adjust things. And I always suggest, why don't you do that? Don't just stick with the same thing, make a few little adjustments, but try not to make a lot of adjustments at once, then you won't know where you are. Anyway, that was a long way to make a coffee this morning. As I always say, life's too short to drink bad coffee, so get yourself a good coffee, enjoy your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.